Hello and welcome to Nights the Hobby Table. I'm your host Blake, here with my other wonderful co-host, Mr. Oblero.
Greetings.
And the always gorgeous Bowen.
I burped.
How are you, boys?
I am in pain.
In pain?
Yep.
Oh no. You wanna talk us through?
Is that like in waves?
Look, it's not taking anybody else down, right? But I'm in pain. So I, as of a week ago, fractured my finger. And I have never been on so many painkillers in my life.
Yeah, I guess. How hard were you fingering the old chili holder to achieve that?
I wish I could say that I was, but it wasn't. I mean, you know exactly why it's fucking fractured, you fucking bitch. You were there. You watched me fracture it.
Oh.
Well, we'll get into that. But yeah, how are you doing, Obi?
Oh man. It's been a wild week. Or couple of months even for
Weeks.
that. Yeah, weeks. Like some people might know that we've actually had like a little bit of a break-ish, but we pre-recorded a lot of episodes, so you would always have content. And
Just to be clear, we always normally are a couple of episodes ahead of the release date.
Yeah.
Like, we're usually like 2 episodes ahead anyway, so we just did a little bit extra work and made sure there's no content drought while Obi had a bit of a break, and we did too.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Overlearn had a break, but I had a break.
yeah.
And I
So
had
we
a break.
both had a break.
Yeah.
Well, you look at that. Yeah. So, reason for me having a break was it's summertime in Sweden, and that's like, you gotta make sure that you actually see the sun, because it could be the last time you see sun in Sweden. So.
Yeah, it's funny because when Obi was telling us he needed to take a break for summer, me and Bowen were just so perplexed. Because, like, in summer here, you just try and stay inside with the aircon on and hope you don't die. And we were like, why does it matter that it's summer? And then he's like, dude, it's frozen for the other half of the year. And I'm like, I get it. Polar bears, no safe.
I wish it was frozen, but no, we have to deal with this scorching heat.
Yeah.
Which,
Cooking
I don't
eggs
know
on
if
roads and shit.
Literally, like, I don't know if you've noticed, but it's starting to get a bit hot again, and it fucking sucks.
Yeah, bro. I slept with the
Hate it.
aircon on the other day.
It's flipping now for us too. It's getting real cold in the mornings, like 5-6 degrees in the morning, up to like 14, 15 in like usual day. So it'll be another month, and we'll.
Are you using proper measuring of degrees?
Yeah,
Of course
Celsius.
Obi's not a heathen.
No, I'm not an idiot. I know how to read
Oh.
and calculate things.
Imagine using the fucking
Obi's-
imperial system. Imagine.
Obi doesn't have the level of freedom required for those measurements.
Oh,
He doesn't have the fucking hamburgers per freedom.
yeah. Or football
Anyways.
fields.
Anyway, so we thought, guys, since we haven't recorded an episode for a while, and obviously, everyone's always up to funny stuff, we thought that we'd just go off script today and just chat about whatever the fuck we want, to be honest.
Look at him selling us out. We don't have a script. We never do.
What we've been... No, well, we normally have at least, we're going to talk about this or have a theme, Today it's just, let's just talk about whatever we feel like, what we've been up to, and catch you guys up. So, so yeah.
Let's catch up on
yeah.
the line.
Exactly. Yeah. I do know, though, I think Bowen has a pretty big announcement.
Oh, am I saying that now? I thought I was going to save that till later.
Nah. Just leave with it, brother.
So, due to some circumstances, this will be the last episode with my voice in it all the time. I might jump on again as a guest here and there, but life's gotten a bit chaotic. You know, I work and I have a business to uphold. Just don't have a lot of time free anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah. So basically, when we started this podcast, me and Bowen were single, and Bowen wasn't even working. And ever since we started, podcasts do get you girlfriends, by the way, because now all of us are taken. Newsflash. And yeah, so Bowen's obviously, you know, life happens. You don't always have the same free time that you had at one point.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's no hard feelings. Like, we're obviously Bowen's my fucking cousin, so we're still going to go over and annoy him.
Cast him out into the fire!
See, by fire,
you know,
it also
so
just means cast me outside on a summer day and I'll just burn.
yeah, exactly, like an egg, like an eggy boy.
Australia will do you in.
But
Exactly.
no, obviously, like, Bowen's still going to come on episodes occasionally and stuff like that as a guest and whatever, because he's our buddy, and he'll still be kicking around the Discord occasionally. But yeah, he won't be on every episode, which is, you know, it fucking sucks. But I know for me at least, I want to say thanks, man, because we couldn't have got this thing up and running to begin with without you, Bo. Yeah. And you're a very important part of that creative process, man. So you'll always be one of the Knights of the Hobby Table, man. It's good. It's been good having you.
Yeah, I am now retired.
A retired knight.
I've served my term.
You're like a Ronin.
Like a vet. Like a fucking veteran. I just got my
fortunate enough. I've fought enough hobby wars. I'm done.
I got my fucking metal hip replacement. As spry as I used to be, you know. Obviously, all this is a jest. Life hasn't got busy. I actually have to go into witness protection as some things have gotten out, and you know, people think that I'm not bold. People are going crazy over it. Looking at one person in particular. Seems to go who went absolutely bonkers when he actually saw me with for the first time.
League Lads came to the conclusion that Bowen is in fact not bald, and we're now scared that League Lad will shoot Bowen with a Krispy Kreme donut launcher.
So I now have to go into witness protection. So it's been nice.
Yeah.
It's been nice.
So it's out of the dungeon and into the lake house where no one will ever see Bowen again.
Yeah.
It's been nice knowing you, Bowen, if that's your real name now.
Not anymore. It's now Max Power.
That's fucking Fitzgerald something. Oh wait, I can see. No, I shouldn't have said that. Now I've got to go into witness protection inside witness protection. Great.
Witnessception.
You blew your cover.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so a bit of a bummer, but we'll still be bringing you content of the same questionable quality we always do.
Questionable. Hey, hold on.
And yeah, so Obi, you have been off gallivanting across the sunsets of Europe. What the fuck have you been up to, my man?
Oh, loads of things. As I
Give us a rundown.
I had a summer vacation, which meant the first 2 weeks I've had my kid around, so I did a little bit of hobbying then. I assembled a Land Raider and a Rhino, and of course I put in LEDs, because that's what you do with big things. You put in LEDs.
Take no bond, put LEDs in your penis.
Yes. Light it up, bitch.
You don't need to fucking say that. I've already done it. And even better, I'm going to one-up you. Ready? It's linked to my Google Home.
Hey Alexa, light up my penis.
Yeah, exactly. I had to buy like 20 meters of that shit, though. Do you know how hard it was to find 20 meters in one pack? Like, instead of having to, like, fucking, like, you know, jury-rig it all together? That was fucking hard. I just want you to know,
nice.
not everyone sells just 20 meters of LED strip.
It's
Yeah,
Christmas
there's your
lights,
canonical
dude.
fucking measurement for you as well. Instead of just referring to it as a fucking fire hose.
Fire. Brachiosaurus's neck.
Have you seen those videos of people fucking trying out like actual fire hoses on like fire engine and they just like go flying backwards from the pressure? That's me when I wake up and I take a piss.
Oh.
That's why your floor's always wet at your house.
Yeah. I just gave up.
Oh,
Accept
fuck.
it. Accept your fate.
Yeah, pretty much.
Exactly. So, after your copious amounts of hobbying, Obi, what did you get up to?
Playing Fortnite.
I definitely wasn't there for any of that. Ha 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 ha.
Oh,
Bullsh-
no,
bullshit.
but I actually did play quite a lot of Fortnite, and but besides that, I went for my first real vacation in 8 years' time, 9 years' time. Yeah,
Shit.
I went to the lovely island of Rhodes in Greece. I've been there a week, lived the hotel life, loved it. Came back, got sick of doing things myself again, making food myself, and
Back to ravioli out of the can, I assume.
I didn't even bother doing that. So yeah, it's been a lot of playing games after that. I haven't gone into the hobby routine yet. So
Truth be told, I had sworn off Fortnite, and then they put Goku and Vegeta and that in there, and I bought Vegeta. I couldn't help myself, and then, of course, Obi's like, "Oh, do you want to play?" So I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll give it a go." And then I just started quick scoping little bitches, and I'm like, "I'm back, baby.
yeah,
Let's ruin some people."
It's funny. As soon as I saw the announcement that they added fucking Goku as a skin in Fortnite, I was like, calling it right now, I'm gonna fucking see Blake playing Fortnite.
yeah.
Fucking called it.
Look, if it was Vegeta, if it was just Goku, I could have avoided the temptation.
Yeah.
But I could not. I could not avoid the temptation to scream, "I am the Prince of all Saiyans," as I dab on people.
Yeah.
Who did they add? They added Goku, Vegeta, Beerus, and who was the other
And
one?
Bulma.
Yeah. Okay.
Bulma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Such a
Don't get me
lost
wrong.
I would have
opportunity. We could have
like Trunks. Definitely would have liked Trunks in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. That's
Trunks
what I
and
was gonna
Gohan.
say. I was gonna say, don't get me wrong. That's fine. It's just I feel as if there are cooler characters than Bulma in fucking Dragon Ball. AKA,
Right?
I would have said Trunks.
Yeah,
he's my
Trunks.
favorite
Krillin.
Or Piccolo.
Yeah, exactly. Like so many cool characters.
Or if you
But,
want to get
uh,
fucking recent, why didn't they add like fucking Jiren or something? That would have been sick.
Or Android.
Well, I mean-
The androids. Android 16, 17.
I was about to say, I understand the logic of wanting to have a female character for if, like, girls are playing,
Hmm.
and they wanted a Dragon Ball Z character, but, like, they could have had Android, was it 17?
18.
18? I don't know,
18,
the blonde
yeah.
one. Or they could have, they could have added, one of the girl Saiyans from Dragon Ball Super, like Kefla and,
Mm.
Cauliflower, and
Cauliflower.
Kale, whatever their names are, yeah.
Yeah. They were cool.
They could have done that. They were cool. I love that shit. But, yeah. So, how was Greece, man? What was it like over
dude.
there?
It was like a fucking it was summer. Real summer. Like 42 degrees the first day we landed, and I was dying.
Let me tell you,
Dying.
I'm glad you went on a vacation, but you went to the wrong hot island, okay? You could have come and visited us.
Yeah.
Very disappointed. Very disappointed in you.
Look, it was planned like 2 years ahead, like even before we met. So
Doesn't matter. I've been alive since 91, mate. You've had your chance.
look, chances if I would have actually made it to Australia and actually been somewhere close to where you are, pretty small.
But now you have no excuse going forward.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, no, it was great. Like we haven't been that much sightseeing. We just like because it was so warm. August is obviously not the best month to travel to a warm place like that because it's fucking warm and there's a lot of people there, like a lot of people. So Most of the days were spent floating around in the sea because the water is so salt. You can just lay on the sea without having to do anything. You just spread your arms like a starfish and just float around.
Then you
Is there sharks
far
and
in the
shit there,
sea.
or are you sweet?
Nah, no sharks.
That's
gonna
bad.
say you just start floating under sea and you just hear that fucking sound effect from Jack and Daxter.
Totem.
Fucking swim out too far.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but we did visit like Rhodes City. Saw a gift shop, bought a Spartan helmet. I love it.
Yeah.
It's
What, at a gift
amazing.
shop?
Yeah, it's like a souvenir. It's like $75 or something.
Is it like
Obi
So,
was messaging. Yeah. Obi was messaging me. He's like, "Should I buy a Spartan helmet?" I'm like, I'm sorry, you're going to Greece to get a not buy one? Are you fucking kidding me? Like,
I just
go buy the fucking helmet, you idiot.
I'm more dumbfounded at the fact that something like that is just like, oh, you can get that at the souvenir shop.
Yeah. Yeah, they had like the shields and everything, like real life size shields. They had like a replica of Leonidas' helmet from 300, but that
really
one was
wicked.
like $850, man. It was expensive. So,
And here it is.
well, yeah, my missus wouldn't have not agreed with that. I bought the cheapest one, but I'm gonna do like a little bit of. I have plans to like modify it a little bit, make it look old and worn, and give it like a little bit of battle damage and stuff. It's a metal helmet, so.
I think when you get your lightsaber, you should create your own Star Wars character and work the Spartan helmet into your character.
Yeah.
Like, be a Sith Lord that's got like a modified Mandalorian helmet or something. And just like make your own lore for it and have a full cosplay.
Yeah, it could be cool. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, it was cool as fuck. Greece was amazing. The final day, my missus was like, she was like really down because we actually didn't visit much else besides Road City. So we were like, okay, what do you want to do? Is there anything you would like to see before we go? So we planned like a trip. Like we got up real early, got breakfast, and we went to like a little national park that was like 45 minutes away. Spent like 1-2 hours there watching like really old olive trees. You know, they get like hollow when they get older. It's really sick. Some really cool, really cool trees, really cool like surroundings and environments. So
as weird as that sounds, just understand Obi's missus is big into plants.
Yeah.
So that would have been very fascinating for her.
Yeah, she was just flabbergasted the whole time, looking at all the trees. Oh, look at this one! Like, honey, come on! You've been looking at this tree for 5 minutes. We gotta move on. Oh, there's another tree! Fuck! Yeah.
You leave her with her trees.
Yeah. Yeah, the Greeks was it was real great. I had a good time.
Fuck yeah, man.
Hell
Good.
But
That's awesome.
yeah,
Hell.
besides traveling, like I mentioned, I played games and I've discovered a new Warhammer game.
No, yeah, I've seen ads for it. Is that the Tacticus or whatever it is?
Yeah, it's Tacticus, and that game actually soft launched in the Nordic countries, so it was still in beta then. So I've had the chance to be somewhat part of the beta testing before the actual launch, which was last week. So I was helping a little bit with bug management and everything, just sending in reports and stuff like that. And
yeah, that's super cool.
Yeah, it was really amazing. The game itself I don't know if you've played like Marvel Strike Force or the Star Wars game.
Oh yeah. It's like a Settlers of Catan style board, right? Like with the hexagons or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Like
guys, yeah.
Yeah. So it's a strategy game, of course, a mobile game, and to be honest, one of the first Warhammer or even general mobile games that is pretty free to play friendly. Like, you can pay for things, which will make things easier, but you can still grind your way to all the content that paying people.
Right. It doesn't feel predatory or like
exactly
or anything like that.
Exactly.
That's cool.
So
yeah, I was thinking about checking it out, but I think I definitely will now that it's got your seal of approval.
Yeah, I've been playing it for probably 3 weeks now.
Yeah, right.
The release itself was pretty painful. It had some bugs in it, but that was kind of to be expected. You all know how online mobile games or general online games are at launch. It's a fucking mess.
We all know how online games are 4 years after launch, depending on the company.
Yeah. I mean, just remember Diablo 3? Anybody play Diablo 3?
Yeah.
I didn't play that on launch.
I played it at launch. It was terrible.
For Honor. I played For Honor at launch and it was a shit show, so yeah.
Yeah.
But no, that's cool, man. That's cool. So that's cool that we've had something to do with that as well. Like the little Knights of the Hobby Table mark on the development of that game.
Yeah.
I think that's really rad.
If you want a little bit of explanation about the game itself, you got, of course, the Imperium factions, the Chaos factions, and the Xeno factions. The playable races right now are, of course, Ultramarines, Sisters of Battle, the Necrons, Black Legion, Death Guard. I'm missing Astra Militarum, of course. So you got like 5 characters in each of them, and they unlock their individual campaigns. Black Templars is there as well. So that's one of the new campaigns, and the Orcs. So you have to like unlock 3 characters to be able to play in that certain campaign. But it goes pretty fast, I think. Like after a week, you can start like different campaigns and everything. You got an arena mode, which is AI control, but they also have a live arena where you team up with other people and you fight each other. That one is a little bit more hectic, a little bit more strategic thinking there.
This does sound pretty rad.
Oh, sweet. I'll definitely download that, man, because honestly, something's got to get me out of this Candy Crush addiction I have at the moment.
Well, if you do, God. I also have a referral code, so you can get some extra Blackstone, so I'll put that link
Excellent.
Yeah. I'll put it in the Spotify description, so if you want to check it out, and I have some extra stuff, extra goodies, follow my referral link.
And then they'll know that we sent you.
Exactly.
Even cooler.
Right.
Even cooler. That's cool, man.
How about you, Blake? What have you been up to? I feel like I've been talking forever.
I was going to ask Bowen. I always go last. Bowen, what have you been doing?
So I have been doing a big old fucking load of nothing. Just working on some fucking freelance stuff
this whole time.
Well, no, I meant like in terms of hobbies and stuff like that. I haven't touched hobbies in ages because I've been so busy. Like, I think the last time I touched a hobby was 3 weeks ago. I built the head and chest of a Gundam. That was it. Yeah, I started building a Silver Bullet. Yep, I had to turn my head upside down to read it. I bought one. Because it's on my shelf upside down, so... But yeah, I took me and the girlfriend to the hobby store. I wanted to buy a Gundam because I haven't built one in ages, and she picked up some of the Bandai Pokemon ones. And I was helping her build her first model kit, and she really enjoyed it. So she's gonna get a lot more of them now, which is kind of cool. And I started on the Silver Bullet, which its helmet has these 4... It has the V fin, but then it has these like 2 other little like antenna things on it. You can tell I'm rusty because I immediately snapped it.
So
I had to, like,
no!
And then I super glued it on, and then my finger got stuck, and then while trying to get my finger unstuck, I ripped it back off, and I was just like, god damn it.
No.
But it's fixed. I managed to salvage it, thankfully.
Oh man, that's an interesting looking gun though. Very thick thighs.
Yeah. I got the HD version. I'm not sure if there's any other version. Yeah, that's the one.
Oh, cool.
Hey, it's pretty wicked. Got the big old cannons on the back. Looks pretty rad. I've been working with some clients. Obviously, I'm not going to go into detail on that, but it's been pretty fucking painful. Not going to lie. Not a great start to my business. Blake, you've heard all about it.
Yeah, mucho frustrated.
Oh, yeah.
I don't speak Spanish, but Mom was angry.
And I guess this will start kind of as a segue to Blake, but over the last sort of week, I have had the week off, as due to a little incident, which I brought up earlier. I have fractured one of my fingers and lost control of it, and to heal it, I have to keep it taped up to another finger, so half of my hand is just gone. So
yeah,
you're like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle now.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
I am. I literally am.
Radical dude. Radical
but-
dude.
Yeah, I went to the doctor, got an X-ray done. He was just like, "Oh, shit, fucked." So I tried to.
You got some bone loose in there.
Yeah, no, literally, I've completely chipped the bone off my finger, so that's fun.
Oh.
It's
Yikes.
bodacious, bro.
But
Did they take
tried
it out,
to-
or is it like, do they manage
I
to
just
put
gotta.
it back?
There's literally nothing they can do. It's just gotta heal, and hopefully it heals properly. But yeah, I tried to get the day off. I tried to get that day and then the next day off. My doctor asked what I do, and I said I do graphic design. And he was just like, here's one for a week. Have fun. 'Cause
He's like, not no more, you don't, bitch.
and like I was just like, oh, I mean, if you think that's for the best, then yeah. So I took it, and then when as soon as I got home, I tried to do some work for the client that I have, and immediately I was just like, yeah, nah, I'm taking this week off. This shit sucks. But
It's not happening.
But yeah, so to give some more context, I was helping Blake move some stuff.
I'll tell the whole narrative
Alright, go
if
for
you'd
gold.
like, Bar.
Go for gold,
Alright,
yeah.
so, what have I been up to? Well, one thing was doing what I always do, was on Facebook Marketplace, and I found a very large fish tank. Then I thought, you know what? It needs to be resealed, but I want that. So I bought it. I told the guy to come get it. And Bowen had said, yeah, man, I'll come help you if you need any help. So I had Bowen. I got good old Cam Macca off the Discord roped in as well. He's like, oh, anytime you want to, use the ute, I'll come with you. We'll pick up a fish tank. Cool. My friend Justin was at my house too, hungover as fuck, the poor bastard. And I'm telling these guys, I'm like, this tank is huge. And they're like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, alright, yeah. Sort of shaking their heads at me like, okay, mate. And the tank itself is 6 foot in length, 3 foot back, and 2 foot tall, with 10mm glass. So the actual glass itself weighs about 200 kilograms.
6 feet, that's not long.
Your feet are small, Obi.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Okay, it's about 180 centimeters.
Thank you, now you're talking my language.
Yeah, and about half that back.
Ooh.
So it's about a meter back, and then like a little bit less tall. It's
Ooh.
very large. Like a person could use it as a bath, no worries. Anyway, so first of all, Cam rocks up with just his ute, and I'm like, bro, we're gonna need the trailer too. He's like, what? Nah, it's not that big. It's not like Cam. We're gonna need the trailer. So we go to Cam's place, we pick up the trailer, we go there, and it's these gym bros that we're buying it off. I've never been so happy to see gym bros in my life. Because even they were struggling. And me and Cam got the first tank out, which is it's a 5 foot by 2 foot by 2 foot sump tank, which is the filtration for it, right? Which still weighed probably close to 80 kilos, maybe a bit more. It was very heavy, right? Because 10 mil glass as well. Like, I'm talking a centimetre thick glass on the whole thing. We get that out to the trailer and Cam's like, alright, let's go. I'm like, Cam, no. And then he looks in and he sees the actual fish tank we're moving. And he's like, what? That's the fucking tank. I'm like, yeah, bro. He's like, dude, I thought you were exaggerating. I'm like, no, man. And Justin walks in hungover. He's like, oh, fuck. And Bowen's just staring at this massive huntsman spider on the door of the house that we're moving in from. I'm like, fuck. Anyway. We get this tank. It took 6 of us, 7 of us, to get it out of their door and into the trailer. We had the tank on the actual trailer itself, and then the stand strapped on top of the tank because it wouldn't have travelled the other way; it would have fallen off.
Yeah.
So we did it that way. We had the sump tank in the back of the ute, a whole crate full of like miscellaneous stuff like pumps and shit. Even more bits of random glass to use as lids and shit. I'm like, okay, let's get this back to my place. So we get it back to my place, we open up the garage door, and we push the stand in, we put that in position, and then we realise that to get the sump tank in underneath it, we're going to need to slide the stand in and come from the side where the garage door entrance is with the sump tank. And we're moving that one through the front door. Cam's on one end, Bowen's on the other, or me and Bowen. And then Bowen, being the thinner of us two, takes that end on his own. But as he's stepping in really low with the tank, he trips. And he drops this tank on his fucking hand on tiles. And instead of being like, fuck it, and just dropping it and moving his hands and breaking the tank, he sacrificed his finger. So, clap to you, brother. That was heroic. It was very funny because I've never seen somebody fall in slow motion like that before. But, yeah, so that's how Bowen broke his hand.
Also, just want to...
We got the sump tank in there, and then we had to move the big one. And there was me, Bowen, Justin, who's hungover, Bowen with a broken hand, and Cameron, and my girlfriend. And we had to yeet it down. I broke the top brace on the tank, so I had to repair that today. And yeah, we managed to get it up there, but fucking hell, dude.
I was about to say...
hell, what a mission.
I was about to say, I just want to preface that after that, I didn't stop. Like, you know, I guess I did have a bit of adrenaline kicking in, and it didn't quite finish, thankfully, it didn't start swelling up until we got that final one on, because, like, I could still close my hand. But as soon as we got that other one on, I was like, oh, cool, I can't even close my hand anymore.
No,
So, very fortunate.
My girlfriend's like, oh my god, like, went and got, like, cold water, because I didn't have any frozen vegetables for him to put on it. And he's like, oh, fuck, you know. Anyway, we got it installed in there. I got a lot of work to do on it still. But when it's all said and done, the whole system should be about a 1,300 litre system. So 1,300 litres of water in my garage. Now, it's had to go in my garage because the cement and tiles in my house will not hold it. They will crack.
Holy moly.
Because by my estimate, the stand weighs probably 80 kilos. Oh, no, not 80, probably 50. You know, the tank is close to 200, I would say, by my estimate.
Without
maybe
water.
Less, but without water.
Yeah.
And there's another tank underneath that weighs about 80 kilos or more. Then you add 1,300 litres of water, plus fish, plus stones, plus wood.
No.
You're looking at about 2 ton. Right? And that's not good for kitchen tiles. So, or for tiles. So, it's in the garage where, you know, the cement is designed to take a car. Yeah.
You want to have some anxiety on top of that one?
Oh yeah, man, I've got some anxiety about it, trust me. I have to reseal it.
No. When you're gonna move it, Bowen's gonna break his hand again.
No. See, this is the brilliant thing. When I move house, I'm getting removalists to come and do it professionally. It could be their problem. I'm like, hey guys, I got this. And they're going to be like, fuck.
Probably gonna
But, you know.
charge you out the wazoo for it, though.
That's alright. That's their hands on the line, not ours. We need our precious meat sausages.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's in there. I need to reattach the side and reseal the entire tank. I need to set up the plumbing, set up the filter. Hopefully, 6 months I'll have it up and running. Hopefully. But it's a big project. And I'm not going to rush it, because if you rush it, you'll fuck it.
Yeah.
But in that tank, I'm going to be able to have the fish that I've wanted ever since I was a kid, which is an arowana. I'm going to get an Australian one, I've decided. You're going to have an arowana grande.
Yeah!
As I would say. So, I'm hoping to have that and a few Oscars as a big predatory community tank. So, that's going to be my thing. And yeah. So, that's some hobbying I've had going on. I've had a lot of other stuff too. I redid my African cichlid tank. Spent $250 on rocks for my tank.
Dude,
Like
rocks are free.
25
Go
kilos
outside.
These are Dragonstone. You don't understand.
Dragonstone.
Oh, trust me.
Dragon.
Anyway.
Watch me dragon these balls.
You'd be gobbling these nuts. Anyway. Yeah, so I set that up. That looks fucking awesome. And yeah. But, haven't done much in the way of Warhammer. But I don't know, I felt a little bit burnt out on that lately still. So a bit of gaming, and I have ordered a lightsaber from China. It's on its way.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a crossguard style, sort of like Kylo Ren's, but not. And then I'm going to weather it. It's going to be mad. And then on Christmas, we're going to have a lightsaber war, and Bowen's probably going to get hit in the finger and break it again.
Oh, I swear to God. Please don't. I don't want this to be a fucking, like a...
You know what's funny? You have broken more bones than anyone I know.
Thanks, yeah. Well, I've broken 3. 4.
Remember when you were a kid and I told you to kick yourself in the nose because you had really short, flexible legs? And you committed to it like Wee Man from Jackass and you actually broke your nose?
Yeah, I do.
That's my favourite thing ever. He was like 4 or 5. And he's like, look how high I can kick, Blake. I'm like, kick yourself in the nose, bro. I bet you can. And he just goes like Wee Man, like, boom, right in the fucking nose and breaks his nose, bro. Breaks it.
I was gonna say, I've broken my nose then. In primary school, when I'd just gotten... I evolved from Velcro shoes to shoelace. I was like in grade 2. And my shoelace
when
was
you
untied.
digivolved.
Yeah, right? My shoelace was untied, I didn't realise, and I was on top of this log at school. And I tripped, I smashed my nose into the log, and broke it again.
Oh my god.
And then I slipped in grade 8 and broke one of my thumb bones. You know what's fucked? I've broken my nose twice, and now I've broken something in my right hand twice. The fuck is that?
That's funny. That is funny.
But I mean, yeah.
Have you broken toes yet?
I've had ingrown toenails and I've had surgery on them multiple times, and none of them have fixed it.
Wait till you break a toe, man. You just find yourself doing like a Lorna Shore scream at the top of your lungs. It's like,
well, see, I don't need to break my toe because I've done worse. And that's when you stub your toe? No, and that's when you stub your toe on the corner of like a wall with an ingrown toenail.
Ha! I don't like
that. That's how you get some like fucking some Rob Halford screams.
I broke my I'm one of those weird people where my second toe is longer than my big toe, and I broke that chasing my little brother around the hallway when we were kids. I was full sprint. I just booted a door jam, and then I had like this massive bruise, like just a V shape from my toe. I still went to work. There's a lot of rum involved, but you know.
Yeah, that's the thing as well. Is like because I've got this going on. I have to go back to work tomorrow.
Yee.
So that's gonna be fun. Gonna be very slow. I'm actually.
Also,
thinking...
Bob,
Hello.
thanks for your help with the fish tank.
Oh, you're welcome. At least it didn't break.
That's true.
But your hand did.
My hand did, yeah. Also, could not.
He's got plenty of other fingers.
Honestly, I wish it were my left hand because then it's like, cool, I can still work. You know,
Yeah.
like I kind of need this hand to work. I'm actually currently looking at buying a left-handed mouse for the next 5 weeks. So that's fun.
Yeah, right. Why don't you just turn it upside down? Like a guitar, you know?
It don't work like that, Chief.
Obi's just trying it, staring at his mouse perplexed.
Yeah, how the fuck are you supposed to click your mouse if it's upside down? Dingus.
I don't know, get some muscles, bro.
Bro, I have a muscle. Oh, yeah, by the way, not only did I fracture... Okay, sorry, I'm going on this now. Not only did I fracture my finger, but I pulled all the ligaments and tendons in my fucking right arm when I like jutted down from the drop. I couldn't... I legit, after that day, I could not move my arm for 3 days.
Bon, what do you think my name Get Your Pull means? It's in reference to your tendons.
Yeah, I was supposed to go back if I couldn't move my arm, but thankfully I can.
Wow. Hobby stuff that Bo and I have actually been up to, though. We just started playing a new tabletop RPG.
We did.
Yeah, Buddy Bevan.
Yes, we did. Mongoose Traveler.
Yeah.
Bit of an
pretty
odd
fun so far.
Pretty much. It's another sort of roleplay tabletop game, sort of like Dungeons and Dragons, except take out fantasy and it's more sci-fi and it's more space oriented.
There's a lot more minutiae to it too, though.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of stuff like, you know, your computer, your suit can have your armor can have a computer, and your computer has its own perks and stats as well. Like it's very like deep.
Yeah.
So.
But pretty much,
I'm unsure how much I'll like it yet, but I am enjoying it so far. So.
Well, I mean, we've only done character creation, to be fair.
Yeah, by the way, that's why I'm not sure yet.
Oh, by the way, with Mongoose Traveler, if you do it the proper way, which I'm pretty sure most of us did except for one, if you roll unlucky, you can die during character creation.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
because it goes over your career.
Yeah. So instead of it being mainly just backstory orientated with Mongoose Traveler, it's all in dice roll. So pretty much you pick a career, and then that's sort of like, I guess, your class, right? There's a lot of different career paths that you can take. And then every 4 years, you know, you can choose to stay in your career and then do some rolls to see what happens during that time. You know, like, you can get traumatized, you can take a lot of, like, damage, you know, or you could get, you know, killed.
Or you can get lucky, you get promotions and things like that as well.
Yeah. And then, like, the longer you stay in term at your career, you get more perks to start off with and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the basic gist of the game as well is instead of being these world-saving heroes, like you are in, like, Dungeons and Dragons and a lot of other tabletop RPGs, you're just some fucking people who have a spaceship and you do spaceship things. You know, you just want to be a cargo thing, going system to system, dropping off cargo, you can. Pretty sure you can traffic things as well if you really wanted to.
But yeah, no, it's fun. It's a bit homebrew and that, but we're just happy to be playing, you know, RPGs again.
Wow.
To be honest. So, yeah. But yeah, I've got plenty of things I'm planning on doing hobby-wise. Like fucking... There's, like I said, I got those lightsabers on the way. I'm actually thinking about buying a few and custom weathering them and selling them off for a bit extra more on top sort of thing. But I just want to check the quality and have a few dry runs first, so everyone's getting lightsabers for Christmas.
Yay.
Yeah, I'm also big in the lightsabers right now. I'm just holding out for a certain model that'll be released soon. So
you guys are a bunch of nerds.
Nerd, fucking nerd.
He says while wearing a cat ear headset, drinking Pink Monster.
Yep. Nerd.
Nerd. Yeah, I've bought one of the crossguard sabers for my son. Well, shall give him next weekend because it's his birthday. And I got a couple of cheapo lightsabers. Apparently they're free now, so that's good.
Yeah, you got the money back, didn't you?
Yeah, I bought some sabers, and when you buy a thing, you buy it because it's that thing you're buying. But I got sent like some really cheap crap, and I was like so pissed off. So I just mailed them like, "Look, man, this is not right, and I want my money back." So,
and they did.
They did.
Free lightsaber.
Free lightsabers. Two even.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna use the money to modify them to be the way I want them to be. Like have a little bit of a longer blade.
New blades and stuff.
New blades and better electronics. So should be good.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you'll end up with, for a reasonable price anyway, 2 sabers that you can use as the staff, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm probably gonna start doing some lightsaber practicing with my kids too. That'll be cool.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's another thing I did too. I went to the Echo, which is the thing over here in good old Brizzy. Short for the exhibition. It's sort of like a big fair, like a county fair if you're American.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of rides and show bags and food vendors and all sorts of shit. Fireworks. Really fucking good day, man. They do these like they call them dagger dogs here, but I think Americans know them as corn dogs. You know,
Ludo pops.
Dip it in batter, deep fry it. Yeah. So but they do fresh ones there. They're like a foot long.
Oh.
I had 2 of those.
Holy moly.
So throughout the course of the day, of course. But yeah, that was good. Won a massive Stitch toy for the missus.
Oh yeah, was that the pictures you sent me the firework of?
Yeah.
Cool,
it was ace, man. It was a really good day.
Nice, man.
Nearly punched a guy because he called me a fat cunt when he ran into me with his pram, but managed to restrain myself. Only just.
Oh.
But yeah, man, it's been a trip, bro. It's been a trip.
It's been quite a while since we recorded one of these things, eh?
It has, man.
Since we recorded in general and talked, like we haven't talked a lot.
Yeah. Well, you've
month.
been in another country and we've both been busy and yeah.
Busy as fuck, man.
But it's I think it's gonna be good going forward, man. Like you know, obviously it sucks because you're gonna be a man down, but me and Obi still got a lot of fresh creative vision and a lot of stuff we want to keep doing. And our community is just brilliant. We have one of the best Discord communities.
Yeah.
It just kicks off. We got a lot of great people in there, and I'm very proud of sort of what we've done so far. I think we can do a lot more, and I want to keep going. So
yeah,
hear that? Papa Blake is proud of every single one of you.
I wouldn't go that far. League lad's a little scamp.
Well,
Nah.
we couldn't have gotten this far, to be honest, without the support of our Patreons too.
Yeah, well, that's very true.
So,
They're a good bunch of lads.
Yeah, we're very thankful for every person that decides to support us and
Yeah, for
help
sure.
us
Man.
a little along the way.
I think we should maybe mention all of them again, even though we've shouted some out already and haven't some. So
Yeah,
we should do it.
exactly. Right. Who wants to take the first one?
I'll go. So the first one is Gil Harad.
Second one is UT Hawk.
Third one is League Lad. You better watch your back. I'm coming for you.
The next one is my good old buddy Cam Macker, my boy. Thanks for helping me move fish tanks. Love you.
Our next one is our very first podcast guest, Mr. Ursatz, the guy with the pets.
Yes. The dude. Him and I still talk about fish tanks all the time.
We also have Drunken Hobbyist. You better watch your back. I'm coming for you too.
Oh, bro, have you seen him? You don't want to come for him. He'll roll you.
He'll break
Dude's
more
over
than
6
just your finger.
Dude's over 6 foot and does a black belt in judo.
Yeah, well, I have a black belt too, you know.
We're not talking about the ring around your finger, bro.
No, I got a fucking black belt and doing his mom.
Oh no!
That's a joke, obviously.
Starting some fire on his last episode.
I gotta get it all out.
Next, the next one is our good buddy, our dear buddy Inquisitor Midson.
Yeah.
Who is known for stomping around in power armor.
Apparently so. With a witch hat.
Apparently so. With a witch hat.
And our final one is Maddie C. Thanks, man.
Yeah. Maddie C's been into the ground floor supporting us and pushing us on, so he's a good one.
Good.
And he fucking killed it on the Tabletop RPG episode, which if you haven't listened to, you should go and listen to.
Thank you, Matt. Very cool.
Yeah. Thanks, Matt. Real cool. And another shout out too that we have as well is our dear buddy Scar 505th. Or is it 504th? I have to look that up.
I think it's 4th.
504th on Twitch, yeah. So, dear buddy Scar, he's a good lad.
I gave him lunch.
You did. And but no, he's been with us since the start too, man. We play some games together occasionally. He's just a top dude, man, you know?
Yeah.
So, Scar 405th. There you go, not 505th. I got Star Wars on the brain. Go find Scar 405th on Twitch. And
go get his fucking
don't
name
expect
right.
me to be professional.
Get his fucking name right.
Well, sorry, Scar. I'm sorry. I love you, man.
It's numbers. Funny. Numbers are, annoying. If it's not just zeros, like 40,000, that's easy to remember.
The numbers,
Mason. What's the numbers?
What
yeah, the numbers, Mason.
That's fucking classic.
Oh, fuck. Alright, now. We're at that part of the show where we bore you all and talk about heavy metal, because we're heavy metal nerds. This week, and now I know Obi hasn't done his homework. As usual. Naughty kid in the back of the room. But me and Bowen have been having a good bit of a listen to the band Ibaraki and their debut album Rashomon, which is, for those who don't know, it's Matt Hafey from Trivium's sort of, I use the word black metal very lightly, project. It's sort of to do with Japanese folklore and things like that. But I would say it's got black metal influences. He's got a few people featured on the album and that. And yeah, so thought we'd have a bit of a chat about that real quick.
One of them definitely surprised
Bowen,
you.
What do you think of it?
I think overall it's a pretty good fucking album, to be honest.
Yeah?
Really, really dug the 3 teaser tracks that came out.
Yeah. They were Akumu, Tamashi no Hakai, and Ronin, I believe.
Ronin being my favourite song off the album.
Yeah, which is, actually, if you listen to that song, it has fucking Gerard Way from My Chemical Romance screeching like a banshee, which I never knew he could do. And I'm like, you know what? I should respect you now.
Yeah, I remember putting, we were having a hobby night and I put on My Chemical and you just immediately like, gross. And now you're just, and then after that song and I was like, see? And you're like, hey, it's not bad. He can do good stuff.
Could have done it. Could have done it earlier. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, no, completely fair. It's not for everyone. I get that.
But yeah, so what do you think overall, man? What do you love about it? What do you hate about it?
I already knew I was gonna like the album considering it's fucking Matt Hafey from Trivium, and I already like Trivium a lot. And considering, because he does a decent amount of the songwriting for Trivium too, right? Well, not a decent amount, but like he's quite involved in it. So I'm trying to say.
Yeah, of course.
Listening to it, it obviously still has that vibe.
Yeah.
Especially the lyrics. The lyrics in some of those songs are really good. Again, going back to the way he the juxtaposition between Matt Hafey's like almost angelic voice, when he's singing. And then it just cuts to the instruments getting heavier and faster, and then just Gerard Way's, like, gut-wrenching scream into the microphone. It's so good.
I think Matt has a very, his cleans, when he's being calm, has a very hypnotic voice.
Yes.
Like, it can really lull you into a false sense of security. But even his screams on this album, they're not his normal, like, metalcore sort of, or, like, melodic death sort of screams that he does. They're a lot more black metal. They're a lot looser and sort of higher. And, like, just more raw. Which I think is partly because he doesn't have Corey from Trivium doing the backing vocals. Because when he does Trivium, he'll scream the way he does, but Corey does backing vocals, and they sort of match styles a bit. But him doing this is just him, like, obviously practicing those newfound vocal chops he got since he redid his voice and has been Twitch streaming and shit, so...
Yeah.
It's,
definitely, you can tell as well, Ibaraki is definitely not just like I'm gonna do another album just by myself sort of thing. You can tell there was a lot of passion in it. Especially considering Heifei does have that sort of Japanese heritage, right?
Well, yeah, he's I think half Japanese, or a third or something. But
like you can just
I
tell.
think he's been working on the album for about 10 years, like writing it.
Yeah, there's so much passion in most of the songs in it. To be honest, it definitely wasn't one of those albums where it's like, oh, you got like those. I'm not gonna call them intermission tracks because those are already a thing, but like the tracks between the good tracks on an album.
There's no skips. There's no skips. The
entire,
whole album is good.
I'd give it probably a solid 8 to 9, to be completely honest. I think it's a great fucking album.
I think that... I agree. I'm going to give it a solid... yeah, fuck it. I'm going 9 goblins. I'm going 9 goblins, but I think it's not a 9 goblins for everyone.
Yeah.
Even if you're a Trivium fan, because it's not an easy album to listen to. It's not easily digestible. It's not like poppy shit. It's very up and down, but it has a lot of atmosphere. The heavy parts are very heavy and very raw. But I think it's done very well. Like the track, hold on, I'm just looking up. Jigoku Deyu. That track, man, just his voice on that, just the shit.
Not to mention, a lot of the songs on the album too are a lot longer as well.
Yeah. It's got like a black metal progressive sort of thing to it,
Like, quite a few songs go for around 7 minutes. Ronin especially is a 9-minute song.
Yeah.
We're entering doom metal territory here.
Like it's a lot longer than a lot of the other stuff. But yeah, no.
Apart from the intro track and the outro track, the shortest track is 5 minutes 58. Just looking at it now. So, it's good though, man. Yeah. Look, do yourself a favour if you're a metal person and you haven't heard of it or you weren't ever aware of it, just check it out a couple times. And see what you think.
Yeah.
That's, you owe it to yourself.
Now the next one, I definitely don't think you've listened to it fully, Blake.
What is it?
Or Obleroom. Servant of the Mind is the latest album by Volbeat.
I haven't listened to any of it unless you've showed me it.
Yeah, no, I've shown you probably all the top songs on it, to be honest, like that Temple of Yukar.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, I've shown you quite a few because it came out a while ago. I just got back into it.
Yeah.
Recently. I think it's a good album. Don't get me wrong, it is one of those ones where some of the tracks are a bit meh. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, it's got some skips. Volbeat always does.
Yeah, but the songs that are good are good. Again, intro track, Temple of Yukar, fantastic. Shotgun Blues, also fantastic. Sacred Stones
I know that song.
Is also
That's
fantastic.
the song I actually like on there. Sacred Stones. Yeah, that's a good one.
And then they've also got their collab with, well, not really collab, but their song from the Metallica Black album, where they had a bunch of different artists do covers of their songs, and they got Don't Tread on Me. I really like that song.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought I'd pop that in there. You know, something different.
Yeah. No, that's cool. Yeah.
And if I had to
That's an old
describe-
album, though.
Huh?
That's an old album, though.
It's just what he's been listening to.
Oh,
Yeah, this
okay,
is just
sorry.
some- yeah, no, it's
music
not that
tip.
old. It came out somewhat recently.
Last year.
Oh, that's not old. Jesus.
That's
Yeah, but
all. Bro, we're nearly in next year.
Right.
Nah, no way.
It's
What was I going to say? But yeah, good album. The songs
Yeah.
that stand out quite a lot. I should probably
Yeah.
also say Volbeat for anyone who doesn't know. You could say they're a cross of, you know, definitely inspired by Metallica. Definitely inspired by Metallica.
Basically, if Metallica had Elvis Presley as a frontman sometimes.
yeah.
Sometimes,
yeah.
yeah.
That's,
You do the
yeah,
little,
that's-
like, Elvis Presley wiggle.
Oh.
Yeah. But
So
yeah.
one thing I hate about it, man, I think musically they're great, but that fucking wiggle shit that he does, it just doesn't sound good in metal.
yeah. And, I've seen them live, Volbeat, and to be honest, I wasn't a super fan of them before, but when I saw them live and saw the energy that they bring, man, really good artists.
Yeah.
Singer goes
that's-
mental.
I want to bring up two more things that I've been listening to recently. One of them, Oberlin is not gonna like, but I can't help myself. In case you didn't know, Blake, Ghost
I know what you're about to say. Because I was about to say it.
Ghost dropped a new song, quote unquote. It is a remix of one of their singles that they dropped, Mary on a Cross, but it's like slowed and reverbed. And
But do you know why they've done it?
no idea why.
To annoy
Okay,
me.
so there's actually a story to this. The reason for this is because that song is actually blowing up on TikTok. So people have been using that song in the background of all their videos, just random like goth girls, big titties and whatever, and it's actually getting very, very popular. So Ghosts were like, okay, we'll slow it down and add reverb to make it even more atmospheric so people can use it in their TikToks.
Damn. But I
So yeah, smart.
I saw it come out and I was just like, okay, a slowed version. Because Mariana Cross, the original version, is quite a fast-paced song. Right?
It's up tempo. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's fast, but it's up tempo.
And then you got this, which it's so much more slower, and then the lyrics are a lot more deeper. It's super weird, but I low-key love it. I
that's
think
cool.
it's great.
I haven't listened to it all, but I checked it out quickly.
But the big one that I did want to bring up, which we can all talk about, have y'all listened to the teaser tracks for and the end finale? Overlord.
Yes!
Have you?
The new Slipknot album.
The new Slipknot
The
album.
teaser tracks for it.
No, I have not.
You need to do yourself a favor and listen to them.
Yeah.
As they
Yeah.
are fucking something.
Man, I'm still not a big fan of the Chapeltown Rag. I think that's just generic cut and paste Slipknot heavy song. And I think that mix still sounds weird. It doesn't sound as heavy as normal. It's lacking low end or something.
Either way, the second song they released,
What?
Dying Song, holy shit.
And Yen.
That is a good song.
It's just, oh mate,
Yen has got...
just an absolute banger.
It's weird because I got a bit of like typo negative vibes in Yen, like a little bit.
See, I think what's nice is that Slipknot's been around for so long, and they can still put out something like that still sounds like them, but pushes the envelope a little further again. Like that is, I love it. You know, like you hear it, you're like, that's obviously Slipknot, but it's so good. You
I
know?
also just find it. I think I was saying this to you the other day, Blake, but I always find it really funny how, you know, Corey Taylor is a very passionate human. You know, like he generally cares for a lot of things, the world included. and whenever just
Yeah.
he tries to speak his mind and try and be a voice of help, right? And whenever it doesn't go exactly well, or his advice is not heeded, and then the the event that he was trying to warn people about happens, there's always a new Slipknot album. I've always seen Slipknot as Corey's like, I'm mad, so let's just get it out.
Yeah, it's also his big paycheck too, though. So don't forget that.
Oh, of course. But like I was saying again to you the other day, out of a lot of metal bands that I've listened to, since my conception, Slipknot has always been the one that you can feel the genuine hatred and anger in it.
Yeah, proper anger, yeah.
Not like, a lot of
I
modern
agree.
day artificial anger, like proper. Just hearing, especially in like some of the early albums, like.
I think early Slipknot especially, it doesn't sound like a stylistic choice to be that angry. It's just that's what they're doing, because that's how they feel.
Yeah.
I think it's something very pure about it.
Iowa,
It's the same as when you listen to Alice in Chains, and you can feel that, like, that anguish is real that he's going through. It adds a level of validity to the music, I think.
Yeah. But, there's still a bit of that in these new songs. Dying Song, I think, is probably my favorite so far.
I've heard this one, to be honest, we were driving to the airport when we were going to Rhodes, and I just had like the new metal album on Spotify, like new metal songs, and it popped up in there. So now I actually remember listening to it before, and I agree there with a lot of the things you're saying.
I just like the little what would you call it? What would you call like the phrase of the song? I don't really know.
What do you mean?
Like in Dying Song, the very beginning that he said, like at the very beginning.
Put your hands into the water, that thing?
Yeah.
It's the chorus.
Yeah.
It's the chorus lyrics, yeah.
I don't know why, I just dig with that a lot,
Yeah.
What is it? Put your hands into the water. Let them go.
Let your mouth run sick and dry.
Put your life into your death now. Let them sing until you die.
Let them sing until you die. Yeah.
Then just straight into the guttural fucking die. Die. Yeah. Super fucking good.
No, it is pretty sick. For sure. There's some stuff that I've been jamming lately too. Not full review or anything like that, but Silosis put out a new song recently. I don't know if you guys know Silosis. I know Bowen does.
I do.
Are they Australians?
No, I believe I think they're Poms, like British. Couldn't tell you.
You could have just said British, man.
Whatever, man. I'm an Aussie. We always call them Poms. No, I believe they're English, but I'm not too sure. But yeah, they put out a new song called "Heavy Is the Crown," and it's just an absolute banger. And on a similar vein to Silosis, Revocation also put out a new track.
No breathing.
Or two. I believe... Oh, they've put out two. So they've put out Diabolical Majesty and Recrucified. I haven't listened to Recrucified yet, but I've absolutely jammed Diabolical Majesty. And it's good. It's good shit.
Did you like my joke?
I didn't hear it. What?
You're like Revocation, and I was like, no breathing.
Oh, no breathing. Oh no. But yeah, so other than that, I've been listening to the new Amon Amarth album, and am currently listening to the new Machine Head album, which we will talk about at a later date.
I actually just gave that a quick little look at. Sounds neat.
Machine Head or
Machine Head, yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah. I'm not gonna give it away, but I'm enjoying it.
Well, you just did.
I don't listen to music that I don't enjoy.
Fair.
But yeah, cool, man. What about you, Obi? Have you got anything you want to stack on that pile? Any new stuff from any artists you like?
Yeah. Somewhat in the similar vein to Fit for an Autopsy, Enterprise Earth has a new song called Psalm of Agony, which I'm definitely digging. It's
Okay.
what I'll do is I'll write down all the songs that we talked about and I'll add it in our podcast list.
Yeah,
Playlist.
great idea. We do have a playlist. Look it up.
Yeah. And something not very metal-ish. It's still metal because... but it's more of a calmer kind of thing, like alt metal sort of thing. I don't know how you'd say.
We talk about Ghost here, it's fine.
Yeah, well, it would be Future Place and the World in Tears. It's got some...
What in God's name is that?
Yeah, you can listen to it in the podcast list. That's
Alright.
It's hard to explain it, but it's got some catchy tunes in it, and I'm all for it. It's not really that metal, but it's more of a chill kind of thing. Listen
Bit more easy listener.
Yeah, exactly.
Break it out at the tea party with your grandmother sort of music. Let's go.
Right.
Sweet, man. That's good.
Yeah, I have one more, which is something that happened at the Brit Awards earlier this year. Is that Ed Sheeran and Bring Me the Horizon made like a collab of their Bad Habits song.
That, yeah.
And it was amazing. I'm so in love with it. It's pretty cool. I know you're not the biggest Bring Me the Horizon fan, but
The worst thing is I'm seeing them in December and I don't even know if I'm going to bother watching them. I might just be like, whatever, and just leave.
Yeah. I know you're not a fan, but for me they hit home. And
look, dude, we all love our shit.
Yeah.
We all love what we love.
Yeah, so that's
music.
music.
Actually, before we change subjects, on Netflix, there's a fucking documentary called Trainwreck Woodstock 99. Go watch that shit. It's a 3-part documentary about Woodstock 99 and how much of a shit show it turned into. And there's some dope as fuck footage of, like, Korn playing in 1999 and same as Limp Bizkit and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, right in the nostalgia, man. And very interesting as well.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Check it out.
Okay. Good to know.
Sick.
I showed my workmate that I work with, and he's like, bro, he's never even listened to Limp Bizkit. He's like, bro, that guy's fucking a madman. He's like, Fred Durst is crowd surfing, headbanging on a fucking piece of plyboard on top of this crowd. And, you know, they're talking to the festival guy, like they're interviewing him, and he's like, yeah, I was like, when this show's over, you bring me Fred Durst, I want to talk to him. And then the next scene is the guy going, I didn't take into account how much of a dick Fred Durst was. So basically he was like, you shouldn't be like this. And Fred Durst is like, well, Limp Bizkit, you booked us, you knew what you were getting into. You know, because like it ended up in full riots and shit by the next day. You even get to see Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers dick in it. It's funny as fuck.
What the fuck?
Yeah, man. It's a wild thing, eh?
Oh, on related
watch
note,
it.
something on Netflix that came out pretty recently is Jackass 4.5. It's when they're all freaking old, and it's pretty cool. They got this new guy called Poopsies. It's fucking hilarious.
Poopsies is funny.
Yeah.
Have you watched the proper Jackass Forever? Like the whole movie?
Maybe.
Because 4.5 is just like the stunts that didn't make it in.
Oh,
But the
okay.
actual movie is a separate thing itself. It's not the same thing.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
I went and saw Jackass Forever in the cinemas for my birthday back in February. And it was fucking, funny as fuck.
Yeah, it was good.
But yeah, fuck yeah. Alright, well, if we're done with recommendations, we have solicited questions.
Hey, it's been a long time, man. There's been the
Yeah, man. Also, just in case anyone's wondering, I make really funny faces when we record. I'm so over the top.
He's a bit on the spectrum, you know?
Yeah, the awesome spectrum, bitch.
Well, it also starts with an A, but let's go with that.
Yeah. Anal demolisher. Anyway.
What?
What? Anyway. We have some questions here that are backdated quite a bit. We're not going to read that out because it's embarrassing. But our dear friend Urs has asked us, If you found out about Warhammer now, how would you start differently than when you did start? So I think that's a long-winded way of saying, like, if you were to find out about it tomorrow or now, what approach would you take differently now that you know everything about Warhammer already? Knowing what you know.
Is this related to just like Warhammer, or just like the painting aspect of Warhammer? I don't know.
I think it's very... I read it very much as a what would you go back in time and tell yourself sort of thing.
I don't know.
What tips would you give yourself?
Because I also started very late with it. I wouldn't actually change anything with it, to be honest.
Yeah, right. Fair enough.
I just told my old self, don't do it.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I think I took the right way of approaching it because I'm trying to do it more and like trying to make some sort of business out of it by painting other people's miniatures as well, which is going standy. It's not.
I got a few that I would tell myself just because I started so long ago. And obviously I had less resources back then.
Yeah.
The first one would be put effort into bases. Make your bases look brilliant, because I didn't do that for a long time. I used to just paint them with PVA glue and then throw static grass at them, and that's it. And that's what we had back then, admittedly, but so that would be a thing. The other one would be don't buy Games Workshop sable brushes. They're an expensive waste of money.
Nope.
Until you know how to treat a brush properly, it's a waste of money. They have synthetic ones now. Buy those or buy other nice synthetic ones from a hobby store, which are like a third the price.
Yeah.
They'll last you longer. And there's not much difference. There's really not. Yeah,
I think in general,
unless
Games Workshop brushes, no, don't do it. But
I think unless you're a Golden Demon level painter, the molecular differences between them doesn't make a difference after a certain point.
No.
So just go spend $5 on a brush at a hobby store and get brushes that are up to the job rather than paying for the name.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely. The other one, buy an airbrush earlier. Don't be scared by it. Jump in, feet first. You know what? The amount of times I've looked at Imperial Fists and thought I'll never be able to paint those because they're yellow back in the day. No, with an airbrush, yellows are easy.
Yeah.
And I could have had that awesome army back in the day. So that's how I would answer that question.
Yeah, fair enough. I definitely agree with most of that there. Definitely the airbrush part, because I would have saved so much time on painting pretty much anything. If I would have had
and not just that though, the quality.
Yeah.
The quality. You don't have to worry about brush marks or thinning your paints. It's just fucking done. Easy.
Yeah. Like doing fades, like on this guy here. On the Telemon, the shoulder pads. Wait, where's the camera? There it is.
Yeah, that way.
Yeah. I don't think you can see the fades, but doing
the transitions are seamless, man.
Yeah.
You don't even need to know how to wet blend.
Exactly.
You don't even need to know. Definitely a good life hack.
Agreed.
Yeah. What about you, Bowen? Have you got anything that you've learned? Something that would...
I think I'd tell myself to just keep at it.
Yeah.
Practice makes perfect.
Just keep at it.
You're not going to be a god tier painter in a month.
Yeah. But you're quite good. You've come a long way. Come a very long way.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Especially.
Alright. Well, on to the next one. Who wants to get the next question?
Yeah, I can.
You can.
Would you like me to just read it? We could go.
Next question by Mikey is a serious question here. Who is stronger in your opinions? Number 1, the Emperor in Warhammer, or Emperor Palpatine in Star Wars?
Now, firstly, shout out to Mikey, my fucking boy since I was 8. Love you, brother. Secondarily, we're going to establish which Emperor Palpatine. I think we should be established in Disney canon, as that is the canon. That's what is classed as canon officially these days.
Yeah.
So yeah. I personally, I'm sure you guys will agree, I think that the Emperor of Mankind would obliterate him.
Mm.
It also depends in what state.
Well, no, we mean full power. Like,
Okay, so both
top
have
end.
full power?
not while he's on his chair. Yeah, both full power.
Okay, then
So, like,
probably-
full power for Sidious would be like the whole lightning thing he did, episode 9 or whatever?
Yeah.
And for the Emperor to be, able to delete people.
Yeah, I think the power level difference between the two is just
It's over 9,000!
basically.
Yeah, well,
it's. I think Warhammer is just so much more over the top than Star Wars.
Yeah.
On the
Like, I think that a standard Space Marine would get beaten by Darth Vader for sure.
yeah.
Because Darth Vader is so strong compared to a standard Space Marine. But, like, the Emperor is just, like, leagues above any Space Marine.
Yeah.
Like, he can make a whole Space Marine Legion kneel just with, like, the suggestion of it. He's so psychically strong,
Yeah.
Well, isn't the Emperor practically a god?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way around it.
So it's like
You know,
a god
so-
against... Like, don't get me wrong.
A really strong psyker, I would say. Like
And the thing is,
Yeah.
if you take into account, like, what Darth Sidious's powers are, like, nearly all of them are cancelled out by the Emperor. So, like, Force Lightning. Okay. How many times has the Emperor been zapped with Psychic Lightning? It's probably done fuck all to him. And his lightning in return would be stronger. Like, he is one of the strongest psychics. The second one, like, what, Jedi mind tricks or, like, Force mind tricks? Okay. Like, good on you, man. It's not a big deal. Like, you're not going to work that on the Emperor.
No.
He's too psychically strong. Like, I think that it would be a case of Sidious would be dead before he knew he was in a fight, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. But that's just... And it's not because we're Warhammer guys and we're biased, because, like, we all fucking love Star Wars,
Oh,
too.
yeah. Yeah.
It's just the fact that, like Obi said, Warhammer is so fucking over the top.
Yeah.
Like, Star Wars has lightsabers, Warhammer has chainsaws. You know what I mean? Like, Star Wars has stormtroopers, Warhammer has fucking space marines that are 9 foot tall.
And shoot
With two
bullets.
hearts. Yeah.
They shoot bullets that explode on impact. I mean,
Yeah, exactly. It's a different kettle of fish, so...
yeah. It's usually
Oh,
these
yeah.
kind of comparisons between, like, Warhammer and Star Wars, or Warhammer and Star Trek, or any other sci-fi thing. It's just that Warhammer is just so much more over the
Ridiculous.
top, ridiculous, that it's there's no comparing it.
Agreed. Okay, Bo, do you want to get the next one?
Certainly, Mr. Inquisitor, Mr. Mitson asks, what was the first type of alcohol that each of you ever got sick of? Like, as in got sick of.
Like, no, I think that means, like, you drank so much that you vomited and got genuinely ill.
Yeah, okay. I'll take the first one. In Belgium, we have a thing called cherry beer. It's basically beer made on cherries, like if you would have like.
That sounds amazing.
It's delicious. It's absolutely delicious. And the first time I went out drinking, was at a festival, and I basically got a taste of it and fell in love, and I drank way too much, and I just ran across the whole camping site begging people for more because I ran out of it. And I was just basically breaking into other people's tents and drinking more, and then actually I don't think I vomited straight off of it. I pretty much blacked out of it, but I didn't vomit on that one. So I guess that's technically not right. So then it would be wine, red wine and white wine.
Oh.
Yeah, to this day I still can't drink wine. So
There you go. What about you, Bowen?
Actually, my story somewhat involves you, actually.
Oh no.
I had a...
Come
No,
Gus.
it wasn't... No. Okay, so it didn't involve you. You were just there. Now, I'm going to tell you a story.
Yeah.
I had a couple buddies over at my place, and we bought a carton of Great Northern beer. Just for the night. There was 3 of us. We should have been able to get through it pretty easy. But both of my buddies, they clocked out pretty easy. And then me being, I think I was 18, 19. And I was like, you know what? I'm already slightly drunk. Let's finish off this carton. Let's finish the other 3 6-packs. So I drank the entire carton while, like, playing video games on my couch. And then, I think
on
it was
the phone to me.
And then at 3 a.m, Blake gives me a call because he's working. And we're just chatting, and I'm, like, laying in bed dying. And then, just real out of nowhere, I was just like, Blake, I gotta go. And I just left, and I went and puked all over my bathroom.
Yeah,
and
it was so funny, man.
And in my drunken...
It is so funny.
And in my drunken state, after puking everywhere, I managed to clean it up spotless. I went back into my room, and I blacked out. And then I woke up, and I remembered that I've puked everywhere. And then I immediately just went out, and I was like, oh, look, sorry, I kind of puked everywhere. And they're like, wait, really? Like, we didn't notice. And I was like, sweet.
My story
It's
was
so funny,
definitely similar with the wine one. Although we were also smoking cigars, and I just felt something
That'll do
brewing.
ya. That'll do ya,
Yeah,
man.
I just started brewing something in my stomach, man, and I felt it coming, so I just rushed to the toilet, opened the door, and while I was falling to my knees, it just sprayed vomit everywhere.
Yep, that's exactly what I did when I walked into the bathroom, just everywhere.
Yeah, man. My buddy was like, fuck, dude. There was so much vomit. We had to take you out of there. And there was vomit in the sink. There was vomit on the floor. There was vomit on the toilet seats. But nothing in the toilet. I was like, yeah, because I remember I fucking flushed. But I thought that I would have gotten everything in there, but nope, it wasn't.
That's funny, man. So my one, like, I definitely vomited off rum first, because that's what we used to drink back in the day. Like, just bottles and bottles of it. But I never really classed that as sick, because, like, we'd drink, we'd vomit, and then we'd drink some more. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, oh, I'm so sick, like, we used to go hard. But I went to this one party, man, and absinthe is my undoing.
No.
I don't like licorice. Like, it makes me vomit on its own. And the green fairy absinthe you get here a lot is licorice flavored, or aniseed. And this was the first time I was like proper, like, can't use my legs, can't fucking control where I'm vomiting, like, fucked up drunk. There's still a photo of it floating around somewhere. I'm passed down this dude's driveway with my stomach out and everything, but basically, I went there, I drank at least a bowl of rum before I fucking got there. Had more while I was there, me and the boys, wrecking crew, and then people started handing me shots of absinthe, so I smashed them. And then I just remember everything going fucking blurry. There was a kindergarten next door to this guy's house, which I didn't know, but I ran for the fence and went to vomit over it. I broke the guy's fence and vomited over the fence.
No.
So they got in trouble from the kindergarten. But I didn't know it was a kindergarten, I was just drunk, And vomited like once or twice more, and then went and napped on the fucking driveway. My buddy Justin, who's all of probably 60 kilos, somehow managed to yeet me in the back of a friend's fucking car and get me back home. I don't know how, I don't remember it. But I was proper crook, man. And from that day until even this day, if I drink absinthe, I will vomit 100%. There's another time I was at a party at a friend's place, and the dude's, like, the next door's sister came over and she was like, I was like, oh yeah? She's like, hey, you should come drink absinthe with me, we'll go shot for shot, and me being a young fucking man, like, yeah, alright, love, fucking, and we're doing shots, and I realised that she wasn't actually doing shots, and then I vomited on the front grass, and my vomit was so acidic I actually killed the grass.
Holy shit.
So,
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
it was just straight acid, dude, so... I don't drink absinthe anymore. I don't really drink much anymore at all, but definitely don't drink absinthe, that's for sure. Like,
I got a bottle of that waiting in my cupboard.
Nah, keep it away from me, brother. I'll stick to my spiced rum, thank you, sir. So yeah. Awesome. Is it Jerem? Jerem?
Yeah, Jerome.
Is that his name? Alright, bro, do you want to do that one?
Sure.
Oh no. Oh, Obi, sorry. Yeah, you just did the last one.
If you find many differences between the two, do you guys prefer the Warhammer 4 fantasy models or the Warhammer 40k models when it comes to painting? Personally, I strongly prefer the fantasy models actually over 40k models.
Yep.
Because they're so freaking awesome. But I don't own any for AOS models at all. So
Yeah, I prefer AOS for painting, but I prefer the 40k setting.
Yeah.
So, like...
Yeah.
I'd rather paint a Stormcast Eternal over a Space Marine any day, but I don't think Stormcast Eternals are as cool as Space Marines. So,
yeah.
It's a matter of, like, what setting do I want to play in when I'm done? Or not just playing, but, like, mentally,
Yeah.
And just the cool massive beasts and shit you get in Sigma, rather than having to bring back a Primarch every time you want to paint a big model in lore. Like, those monsters already exist in Sigma.
Yeah.
So,
I think I prefer
what about you, bro?
40k, to be honest. In both.
Really? The Outlier.
Yeah.
There you go. That's cool, man. Reason why at all?
My favourite models to paint have were also my first, the Adeptus Mechanicus.
Skitari, yep.
I don't know, they just tick all the right boxes for me when it comes to sci-fi, you know?
Yeah,
because I'm more of a sci-fi fan than fantasy fan.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, I prefer sci-fi.
See, you prefer Star Wars over Lord of the Rings?
So it's very specific. So I do prefer Lord of the Rings over Star Wars, yes. But
I can't raise my eyebrows any higher.
But for me, dark, gritty sci-fi does something for me.
Yeah. Fair enough, man. Fair enough.
Which is exactly what the 40k setting is, so...
It's grim dark.
Yeah.
Alright. Cool. Well, the next one, Ursats once again has said, describe your favourite movie in 5 words and make the others guess what it is.
Alright, let's fucking do this.
Alright, now everyone knows my favourite movie, so I'm not going to do that one. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But I have another one.
Considering it's fairly obvious right now.
Alright. I'm wearing a Jurassic Park shirt as we speak. Yes. So, the 5 words I have here, like the clues, are dead guy in face paint.
Dead guy in face paint.
Fucking what?
Huh.
That's the movie clue. 5 words.
It's not The Punisher?
Nah. It's probably my second favourite movie, so that's why I thought we'd start there.
Yeah, no, I got nothing.
I don't know if it counts. I don't know if it's face paint or not, because I don't know too much about it, actually, so I don't know. I was going to say Spawn.
Yeah. No. No. I'm amazed neither of you have gotten this.
What is it then?
Alright.
Give us one more clue. Give us one more clue.
Early 90s.
I don't know, fucking Undertaker, WWE?
No.
Yeah, no, I got nothing. Nope.
The Crow with Brendan Lee.
Son of a bitch.
Fucking knew it.
Yeah. I'm amazed you didn't get that. Pantera's even on the soundtrack. Come on, guys.
Oh.
That's alright. That's alright. Alright, I got one more for you, though.
Okay.
Alright, so I'll think of it.
You didn't think to write these down beforehand?
No. Alright, Scottish actor, big old wings.
What?
So it's a Scottish actor, there's big old wings involved. You should know this, Bowen. You've watched it with me.
Oh, that narrows it down. Thanks.
Hold up.
He's Googling.
It's fucking Lord of the Rings.
No. It's not. I'll give you a tip. You're literally named after one of the characters out of it, Bowen.
Oh, fucking Dragonheart. Yeah, right.
Yes!
Yeah,
For real? Yeah, that's a classic one.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah.
It's a good movie.
Alright. Who's next?
Who wants to go next? You want to go, Obi, or want me to go?
Yeah, I got one at least. It's gonna be really hard to guess this one.
Alright.
Hold up. Just first of all, is it a Swedish film?
No.
Or is it?
No.
Has it been released in English?
Yeah, it's
Okay,
definitely
cool.
an English-based movie.
I was about to say, because I can't guess the IKEA furniture name just from what you said. Fuck. I don't know. Meatball Ditolf. I don't know. Anyway.
Alright, it's a sentence. So my words are: edgy vampire betrays goth GF.
Fucking
Oh,
Twilight?
Queen of the Damned.
Son of a bitch! How did you know?
One of my favourite movies.
How did you
One of
know?
my favourite films.
What?
I'm assuming you're talking about me, right?
Yes!
Yeah. Queen of the Damned is one of my favourites, man.
Yeah.
Same as Interview with the Vampire. I love
Yeah!
those films.
Yeah, Lestat, man. I
Yeah.
freaking love that stuff. I used to
soundtrack
watch
too.
that one so much with my mom, too.
You know Jonathan Davis is actually in that
Yeah,
film?
I know.
He cameos
I
in
know.
it. Yeah.
And he made the music for that movie as well.
Yep.
And my mom was like, "Oh, actually, that music is pretty cool." She sings it to Korn. Wow, you
Yeah.
got that so fast.
Yeah. That's what I do, brother. I drink and I know things. Pepsi Max and no shit.
Shit. Oh.
Alright, Bo, go.
Alright, I've got 3 of them. All aren't... They're within some of my favorite movies. Because I can't really say I have a favorite. I can't pinpoint a favorite. It's more just favorites. But we'll start with the wacky one first. This one's technically a short film, though.
Oh, fuck, here we go.
Alright, you ready? Laser Raptors and Mecha Hitler.
Oh, what's the name of that film?
Oh.
It's a YouTube one, right?
Yeah, it is.
I can't remember the name of it. I know the film you're talking about, though.
Any
Is
idea?
it Jurassic Reich or some shit?
No, God no.
Is it the name something like that?
No, not even close.
I'm not going to Google because that'd be cheating.
Any idea, Obi?
But I know that.
Got nothing.
So
I know the film.
the movie is Kung
I
Fury.
can't recall
Oh,
it.
yeah, I've seen that
Kung
one.
Fury.
Yeah, I fucking love that movie.
There you go. There you go.
crap.
That's great.
All right, second one we're going with the classic. Taxi Driver slowly goes psycho.
Taxi Driver slowly goes psycho.
Is it
give
Godzilla?
Huh?
Godzilla?
Godzilla.
No, no.
Like the late 90s Godzilla?
Seven one.
The American one?
I'll give you a hint. It's
Pulp Fiction.
no. It is quite a classic movie though. I'll give you one more guess.
Yeah, alright, go.
Oh, I'm giving you one more guess.
Oh, I thought you were going to give us a clue. Alright. Is it Die Hard?
No.
The one where he's in the fucking taxi
actually,
the whole time.
considering, alright, I'll give you a hint. Alright, I'll tell you who directed it. Martin Scorsese.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that doesn't
fuck.
help me
I
at
don't
all.
know this. Martin Scorsese. Is it Scarface or some shit?
It is not.
I don't know.
It is
I don't know,
1971's Taxi Driver.
Yeah, see, that's such an artsy thing, man. Fucking film students.
Hey, don't judge. It's a fucking great movie.
I'm judging you. I'm
Alright.
judging you.
Now,
What else you got?
alright, I got one more. This one is slowly becoming a favorite of mine. I can't give any hints because otherwise you'll get it immediately. Okay?
Okay.
Underworld criminals fight on train.
Oh, that's Bullet Train.
Correct.
The new one.
Correct. I've seen that movie twice in cinemas already. That movie is fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
It is so well made, so well shot. The jokes in it land so fucking well. Just the interactions between all of the characters are fantastic.
Have you seen Icebreaker, Bowen?
Me? No.
It's I advise you watch it. It's got Chris Evans in it, and it's I think it's Icebreaker. I think that's what it's called.
Are you thinking of Snowpiercer?
Snowpiercer,
Yep.
yeah. With Sean Bean, yeah. He's in
If
there
it's the
too?
one with
No.
the world being frozen in the underground,
Yeah.
the Snowpiercer, and yes, I have seen it. Also a great
Yeah.
movie.
Sweet. Yeah, good movie.
Fucking great movie. Can we actually just real quick? Not really related to the 5-word thing, but I just want to mention it. Can we just talk about how good the new fucking Predator movie is, or Prey?
Right?
Yes.
Dude, that movie was
Yes.
fucking awesome. Holy
No,
shit.
no spoilers, but if you haven't watched that, you should watch that.
100%. I would say
not 100% sold on the redesign of the Predator, like the way it looks, but
But considering
it's
it's
acceptable.
sort of a more back in time kind of design,
well, it
yeah,
is,
true.
and it's still
technically,
kind of a technologically advanced
it's
thing
still
that he
Predator.
has.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's the Predator. It's just a different design on the face.
on the face, yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Yeah, no, that's
Definitely a
cool,
good film. All right, so
Alright,
that was
I
our
think that's all we got,
questions. Yeah.
I think that's it, boys. Yeah, well, I think till, subscribe to our Patreon, find us on Discord and Facebook and Instagram and fucking all that shit, Knights of the Hobby Table. Yeah, come hang out, join the community, it's mad fun.
It is a good community.
Yeah. That's it, Bowen. It's been a pleasure working with you on here, brother.
Right, man.
It
Good
absolutely
to have you
has.
around. Good luck with your new life in witness protection.
Yeah. I will.
Yeah.
I'll leave notes in, riddles. That way you know it's me.
Do I have to look at the newspapers and stuff like that and figure
Yeah,
out like
you gotta
really
look at-
complex riddles?
You gotta look at the newspaper and read the first letter of every paragraph, and it'll spell like hello or something like that.
Never gonna give you
All
up.
this-
Oh, this would be the most elaborate rickroll ever.
Witness protection Rickroll. I'm good for it. That's funny.
Oh no.
That's funny.
It's been a pleasure, fellas.
Alright, guys.
Yeah, with that.
Take care, bye. With that one, remember to crank that out.
Slay that grey.
This is the Knights of the Hobby Table.
For the very last time.
Thank you
Well,
for having
with
me.
Bowen,
What?
Yeah.
for now.
What? I thought we were quitting this.
What?
Shit.
What? We're still going, really?
What?
See you, boys.
Bye.